Golden Hill. You're watching GHTV. I'm the one and only Muhammad June.
And I'm Jessa Holmes. We've got another great show for you this week.
That's right. As usual, we bring in the best news from all across the world.
Our first story does just that. Last week, Golden Hill hosted its first ever Culture Day.
Families and community members from all over Rochester shared their culture from all over the world.
Hi, I'm Mercedes Daniels, and I'm here to talk about Culture Day. Culture Day is a day where students and staff celebrate each other's cultures with food, clothing, rituals, and much more.
Culture Day to me would be coming together and entwining all of our cultures, getting to know about the people we surround ourselves with, being students, staff, where we come from, whether it's a different state or a different country. Just being able to share the things that mean a lot to us and our traditions with everyone, in our building.
How did Culture Day come about?
Mrs. Patel and Mrs. Kredemecker were kind of interested in putting something together, so they sent an email out to staff, and interested staff got together and threw out ideas, and this is what we came up with.
So tell me a little bit about your table.
Well, this is Cambodia here, and I brought some, some jewelry, some clothing, and some artifacts from Cambodia. I'm holding on here. This is a replica of one of our most famous king, Jayavarman VII. They made a statue of him in the Brahmin head form, so there's actually 4 faces total there. It's all around Cambodia. Some things here, sculpture, some crafts, that represent the daily life in Cambodia. 70% of Cambodia is a farm, so a lot of these ox carts and everything will be used on the farm. Some coconut shells, some jewelry up here, just some of the things that we're wearing. I'm even modeling some of the clothes that we have here, wearing the jewelry and stuff too.
Yeah.
So basically you don't even have to look at the table, just look at me, I'm Cambodian right here.
These are some things that, my family's from Germany, these are some things that the women had to make for their hope chests. Before they could get married, they had to make quilts, they had to embroider table linen, dishcloth. The whole family would work on part of the quilt. Lace things. Here we have some German cookies, a honey cookie that people have with their tea.
This is a table that represents the Scandinavian countries. It starts out in the center with the fine things that a wealthy family might have had in their home, such as jewelry and silver and paintings. But most of the people in the Scandinavian countries were very poor, and so they did things to decorate their homes, such as paint on furniture and utensils. They wove things, like in this weaving. They carved. They were good carvers. They carved just about everything. Here's chip carvers. They knitted things like mittens. And they were great weavers. And they wove things like this and their looms that they had at home.
I think today is really fun. I didn't want to do this at first. Someone volunteered me, but it's been really good for me, and I've learned a lot more just about culture. You don't even notice culture until you start to think about it.
As you can see, we don't have to celebrate Culture Day once a year, but every day.
Culture Day was a great event. Obviously, the variety of food was most people's favorite part.
But there was also a great dancing, and several students got introduced to a new game. It was more like Kamai Hacky Sack.
It'll be interesting to see if that game catches on like Ninja.
Ninja is a great game. One game that's catching on quickly around here. If you don't know what it is, we'll give you a beginner's lesson in our next story.
I'm Jake. And I'm Dylan. Today, we're going to show you how to play Ninja. So we're going to play a game of Ninja. Here we go. It all started in Canada a few years back with a couple of college kids who were bored on campus, needing some time to kill. So they came up with this game. What you do is you get 3 or more buddies all into a circle and you bow to the center. Jump back and a name is called out. Whoever's name gets called out has to start the game. The objective of the game is to slap the back of your opponent's hands. You have to get both of their hands to get up. But when it's your turn, you only get one movement, and if you're getting attacked, you are allowed to dodge the slap. The turns go clockwise, and if you go out turn, you lose a hand on your turn.
Go. Straight step.
You say
Ah! I'm so screwed. Oh. Edit out here. Oh, this is good. Oh. Wait, I'm over here.
Yeah!
So, Nick, who taught you how to play Ninja?
Mr. Parker taught me how to play Ninja.
And how long have you been playing to become the Ninja Shogun you are today?
I've been playing 2 or 3 weeks now. Just being the Shogun that I am, you know.
That's awesome.
Whooping up all these little kids.
So, do you feel like you introduced it to our school?
I think that I can take credit for introducing Ninja to Golden Hill. It was a game that I've played and I've got a little bit of history with, and one day in advisory, someone started talking about something random to do with ninjas. And I asked the question, had anyone ever played Ninja? No one had, so right that day we introduced the rules of the game, and it caught on, and now I'm seeing kids playing Ninja and I'm not even initiating the games. So I feel like I've introduced that to the school.
As you can see, this new game, Ninja, is just a blast of fun. As long as you're with a few of your buddies and have some time to kill, you can actually be entertained for a little while. And it's a fun, free activity for you and your friends to do.
You guys are pretty good, but I've been practicing, so watch out, Mr. Shogun.
You definitely get some exercise in after a few games.
I can imagine a few students here might be a little out of breath after all the activity.
Anyone who looks across the street at lunchtime can see that smoking is a real issue that affects several Golden Hill students.
And their smoking habits aren't only affecting their ninja skills, but several aspects of their lives as well.
We looked at the issue of teen smoking and quitting in our next story.
Hey bro, you smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, but I got to.
You know, it's not bad for you, right? First step to quitting.
From this day on, I'm done smoking cigarettes. It's unhealthy and it hurts my lungs. Let's see why our fellow students smoke. Why do you smoke?
Because I stress a lot, and at a younger age I fall in the wrong crowd, and then I just started, and I regret that.
So Mike, why did you start smoking?
Because it's a good stress reliever, and I guess I kind of did it because my friends were doing it, and it seemed cool at the time.
So why do you smoke cigarettes?
Because I want to, because I can. It's a stress reliever.
The reason why I smoke is because I have a lot of stress in my family and my friends and all that stuff, and I'm kind of addicted to it, but not really.
So, why did you start smoking?
I was at a party one night and my friend influenced me to.
And have you ever tried to quit?
Many times, yeah.
So Haley, why did you quit smoking?
Well, because I am actually 17 weeks pregnant, and when I found out, as soon as I found out, I wanted to quit for not only me but my baby, and it was a big motivation to quit. That was like something that pushed me towards it.
And how did it affect your family?
My mom still talks about quitting, and I know she really wants to, so it's something that our family's working on.
And how did it affect you physically when you're like in sports and stuff?
Well, I can breathe a lot better. Like I feel like I can breathe better. I feel like I can do things without getting shortness of breath all the time, so that's nice.
All right.
Did you see any significant impact on your health?
Yeah, like doing outdoor activities, like it slowed me down doing sports and stuff, and you breathe harder too.
What helped you maintain your sobriety from nicotine?
Well, I'm actually in the smokers group that started about 3 weeks ago, It's a pretty good group. It's pretty small. I mean, if you're trying to quit smoking, I think it's a pretty good group to go to.
Well, I might take your advice because I'm one of the smokers that's trying to quit. Back to you, guys.
You guys quit smoking, but hopefully we convinced you that it's bad for you. All we ask is that you make smart decisions and make sure you clean up your cigarette butts.
I personally learned it's not easy to quit, but it is definitely worth a try.
Having the personal motivation and a good support system in place makes any difficult task easier.
Ms. Z-Bar is one person I always look to for advice, guidance, and pretty much anything I need.
Here he is with another installment of the Z-Bar Minute, sharing his wisdom with all of us.
Hi, and welcome to another version of the Z-Bart Minute. Two topics I'd like to discuss today. As you know, the weather outside has been fantastic. It's been incredibly warm. What I want you to do is I want you to stick with us, keep coming to school, keep going to class. I know when it's a beautiful day it's tempting to stay home or tempting to do something else, but keep coming to school. We still have a whole quarter and a couple weeks to go yet, so stick with us. The other thing is I want to give you a little update on our new bathrooms. As you might know, we're in the middle of, they're doing the tile right now, the tile floor and tile on the walls. Once the tile is complete, they'll hang the fixtures and they'll hang the dividers, and then shortly thereafter, we should have that bathroom back up and running. The anticipated date is the Friday before spring break. So we have about 2 more weeks, and hopefully that bathroom will be done. And actually, I kind of anticipate we should maybe have a ribbon cutting ceremony when it's finally complete. So keep coming to school even though it's nice out, and we look forward to our new bathrooms.
Thanks, Z-Bar. Well done as always.
It's good to know some things always stay consistent.
Like how Applebee's has appetizers half price after 9.
Those are good, but I prefer TGI Fridays. Too bad the one in Rochester went out of business.
Yeah, but lucky for you, one of our news teams solved that problem for TGI fans like you.
TGI Fridays closed and various restaurants not in the area. People have said goodbye to some of their favorite foods. However, we found an alternative to spending $40 on a meal for 2. By going to your local grocery store in the frozen food section, you can find foods such as TGI Fridays, P.F. Chang's, and White Castle.
How was the food?
I liked the food. It was good. It tasted just like if I would have went to the restaurant.
What is your favorite restaurant for the frozen food section?
I like TGI Fridays.
Would you rather spend $40 on a meal for 2 or go the cheap way for a little less quality?
Well, for somebody like June, I'd probably take this frozen food section. But if it was good looking guys, then I'd spend extra money.
Huh. But me, as the gentleman I am, I'll take some pretty ladies out to eat, like herself. But since she denied me, it's all good. I'll take her out to the frozen food section.
As you can see, TGI Fridays is now cheap and fast, and almost as good as the restaurant. Next time, think twice before spending $40 on a meal at a restaurant.
They may not be as good as the real thing, but those wings were good.
And about half the price of eating at a restaurant.
Super easy, too. I'm not much of a cook, as you can ask my mom, but I think I can handle a few frozen dinners.
At least you have your news broadcasting skills to brag about.
Hey, thanks, Jessa. But hey, I'm trying to get a gig at CNN. Who knows?
Thanks for watching.